So I was being gaslit and tortured by my mother and stepfather, and it's obvious. It's obvious my stepfather's a sexual sadist who is getting pleasure from my suffering. It's just obvious. Just admit it. I was being tortured by my mother and stepfather. They were trying to kill me. They were trying to render me a vegetable mind. They were trying to give me cancer, like skin cancer. My mother and stepfather are sadists. It's obvious. I was without a doubt being tortured. I've never been delusional, despite their gaslighting. I want them to admit it, though. Xerox says, booyah. So everyone knows I was tortured by my mother and stepfather. It's quite obvious. You're like, yeah, it is. It's obvious. Your mother and stepfather tortured you. But realistically, there's nothing you can do about it. There's going to be no Supreme Court case. You're not going to be able to lock them in prison for what they've done. What can't you control any longer, dude? It's not an emotional tsunami. They're sadists. They're monsters. I was being tortured by my mother and stepfather. It's obvious. My mother and stepfather were getting pleasure from my suffering. They're just monsters. My mother and stepfather were pharmacologically abusing me. They did it to me. Basically, they did it to me. They tortured me. They knew exactly what they were doing. I was being tortured by my mother and stepfather, and it's just obvious. It's not ideas of reference. They say catch it, check it, change it. We know the reason why my stepfather hates me, and they were torturing me. My mother and stepfather were torturing me. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. They were trying to kill me. My stepfather just didn't like me. What did they do? Okay, so let's boil this down rather than go to I was put through the fucking Holocaust. Let's boil this down and talk about it rationally. Well, maybe it's not so much what they did today. Maybe it's the years of what they put me through. So, while today what they did was probably benign, maybe it's the years of CPTSD. For example, like I came in their part of the house and was telling them about an improv class I just did. And my stepdad was looking there unamused, scoffing at everything I did, asserting his opinion. I'm like, fuck you, man. Like, fuck you. He was touching his neck, like saying, "Oh, you're probably going to get skin cancer." Vegetable. They knew exactly what they were saying. This was not ideas of reference. There was double meanings here. They knew exactly what they were saying. They knew exactly what they were doing. They were messing with my mind. It's just not funny. They're torturers. They're sadists. This has gone on years for me. So while what they did today might not appear so bad, it's just the years of this shit that's got me riled up. But catch it, check it, change it. Just calm the emotional tsunami. And somebody wants to know, how did the improv go? Well, the improv was a lot of fun. The improv class was a lot of fun. And first off, we played a lot of games where we think quick on our feet. We played a lot of games where we were, brainstorming ideas to come up with. We played a lot of games. It's not necessarily comedy. It's not necessarily. Somebody wants to know. Like, it's hard to explain what we do. Like, we played a game where I was moving the hand, and like my partner had to follow the hand. We played a game where we were, I don't know. I was giving an object to the person. The person had to pick up the object and throw it away. It was just a good day out of the house. It was a good day practicing my social skills. It was a good day, practicing, what I have to do. It was a great intro to improv. I just want my mother and stepfather to admit they tortured me, though. I just want them to admit they tortured me. They clearly did. And it's obvious. So it's as if they did admit it, how would that make you feel? Angry. I'd feel very angry. So because I don't know if you'd feel better. I'd be very angry. They did, definitely did. But I'd be angry too. Yeah, let's set up let's get the DSLR. They're not innocent, though. Somebody just think from their point of view. If they're not innocent, but somebody just think from their point of view if they're innocent. They're not innocent, though. They definitely tortured me, and we know the reason why. They're not innocent. They knew exactly what they were doing. Maybe it's not as bad as I'm making it out to be. Maybe it's not as bad as the tsunami is making it out to be, especially what happened today. But I experienced years of this shit. They knew exactly what they were doing. They're sadists. They're monsters. They know what they're doing. Okay. So let's try to make this short and sweet. So the truth is, I was tortured by my mother and stepfather. They're sadists. They're monsters behind their mask. They pharmacologically abused me. They were trying to kill me while creating the facade. They were trying to help me. They were trying to give me cancer. My stepfather doesn't like me, and we know the reason why. And basically, for the past 20 years, they've been trying to kill me while creating the. Somebody said, obviously he hates me. Obviously, they were making me walk on eggshells. They were getting pleasure from, isolating me, depriving me of friendships, girlfriends. I don't know. Somebody says, calm the emotional tsunami, calm your emotions, and think rationally about what happened tonight. So I went to an improv class and I came inside. And I started describing what was happening, like what happened in the improv class. And he's scoffing. He's like, ugh. He didn't. It's not so much what happened tonight. What happened tonight was benign. It was the years of walking on eggshells. It was the years of him getting pleasure from my suffering. It was the years of feeling tortured. I feel as though I've been tortured by my stepfather and mother. They were pharmacological. They were trying to kill me while creating a facade. I know they say toggle the switch to off, but it's obvious. My stepfather doesn't like me. He's never liked me. He was trying to hurt me. He wanted me dead. It's just obvious. It's just fucking obvious. And, just admit it. He's a sadist. He gets pleasure from my suffering. It's just obvious. They were pharmacologically abusing me. It's just obvious. Just admit it. Confess it. Somebody says, what if they did admit it? That wouldn't make you feel better. It really wouldn't. In fact, you'd get really angry and you would get enraged. So maybe it's for the best they continue to say, oh, no, we had good intentions, which is bullshit. They definitely did not. All right, I'm back. Somebody says, Andrew, I have a suggestion. Yeah, what's your suggestion? So I think you need to detach your sense of well-being from your parents. That's a good point. Do you have another video idea I can do? I'll talk about the improv class. So I took an improv class today. I tend with my anxiety to feel like the elephant in the room. I tend to feel like everybody else has been living life for the past 30 something years and I'm like this defective freak. However, the class was good at getting me to loosen myself up. We played these games like, you have a partner and they got to follow your hand, or we improv about a subject like a rock. Like a rock is good for throwing. A rock is good for painting. A rock is good, and or we give an object to somebody and then they got to pick up the object and say, "Ooh, look, a basketball," and throw it away. It was a good way to socialize, to get over your anxieties. It's good for acting. It's even good for comedy because you laugh and you tell a lot of jokes and a lot of fun is had. Um, it was a good day. It was a great way to practice my social skills. There were some cute women in the class, and I'm going back for 5 times. I'm going back next week, and it was a fun day out of the house. I just got to keep getting out of the house, keep having fun, and eventually, who knows? Maybe I'll get independent. Maybe I'll meet a girlfriend, and so on. Yeah, it was just good to get out and socialize and to get over my anxieties and get over the butterflies. Somebody says, cute Tom Cruise looking guy in the class. Yeah, man. You want me to sing You want me to sing asshole molester, Rusty? Rusty likes asshole molester. He thinks that's my Z100 hit. He wants asshole molester. Here we go. We're gonna do asshole molester. Asshole molester. Asshole molester. Asshole molester. Masshole molester. One, take two. Asshole molester. Asshole molester. Asshole molester. Asshole molester. Molesting all the assholes for fun. Molesting all the assholes for fun. Fun, fun. Molesting all the assholes for fun. Molesting all the assholes for fun. Fun, fun. Asshole molester. Asshole molester. Asshole molester. Asshole molester. Molesting all the assholes for fun. Molesting all the assholes for fun, fun, fun. Molesting all the assholes for fun. Molesting all the assholes for fun, fun, fun. Asshole molester. Asshole molester. Asshole molester. Asshole molester. What do you think, man? How was that rendition of asshole molester? That was a good rendition. All right, guys, I'm going to upload these videos now.